What's going on, people? So, much like, what was it, last Tuesday? I was doing another Seersucker review because I was going to be wearing that shirt later that day, going to a Chapel Roan concert and all that stuff, right? Actually, that video is going up in a little bit, like 12 hours or something, I think is when that's scheduled for. But either way, so doing that same sort of thing again, right? Different shirt, obviously, and I'm not going to that show again because that already happened. But I'm going to see Inside Out later, so I wanted something that kind of fits the whole thing, and that's where this comes in. See, give you this real quick so you know what all we're talking about. Yeah, Seersucker, Roosevelt's. This is the Claaaaaw shirt, right? From the toy store and whatnot. Now, before I go getting into this, I'm gonna get through the whole sizing thing and how I feel about it. Well, more so like how I feel about it. The sizing will probably be later. So I wore the last shirt all that day, right? From like whenever I got dressed to sometime around midnight when I got back home. And it felt like really good. A lot of people had been talking those things up, saying, "Oh yeah, these seersuckers, man, they're really good, really soft, really comfortable. Gotta get them." And I was like, "Do I though?" Because I'm always a little skeptical, right? It happens. Maybe we're all like that. But I got it because it looked cool, and then I wore it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind some more of these." Much like with the whole bamboo thing, they don't do a whole lot of them, at least like not right now. But I'm guessing they'll probably bring some more around since these seem to be going over well with the public. It's still early, so I'm hoping like this becomes like a summer thing or something. Could be kind of cool, right? Anyways, so this right here. Now we'll get into like just talking about the shirt. So this right here, the tag here says some kind of stuff about like what it's made of and all that, whatever. Because as you look at it, you can kind of tell that it looks a little bit different than your standard Kunuflex, which I don't have one out of. Actually, there is one over here, but we'll get back to that in a second. So, looking at the shirt, it does have like a lot of like little ridges and whatnot. To me, it kind of reminds me like a pillowcase or pajamas, things of that nature, right? But it's cool and it's a little stretchy on account of that, so you got that whole thing going on. But ultra lightweight, which is why I do like them a fair amount. And then otherwise, you just got a bunch of stripes and whatnot. And you got the little alien dude, the claws picking them up. Got a couple of those guys. It's mostly like only probably 3 or 4 different designs or whatever. They just kind of sprinkle them on here, right? So you got that going on. All in all, I think it looks pretty nice, right? It was one of those ones that I kind of questioned at first. I'm like, I don't know, but then I saw some people like wearing it. I'm like, yeah, okay, that does actually look decent when you actually have it on. So I guess there's something to be said about actually putting stuff on and showing people what it looks like, right? So I will say this, right, as far as the sizing goes, as we transition into putting stuff on. So the sizing wise, right, I don't know if this sizing chart matches up with the Kunuflex chart or the bamboo chart, but I bought it in my normal size that I buy all my shirts in, and it's working out fine for me. So I would suggest looking and seeing if they do actually have a sizing chart for the Seersucker versions of their shirts. Otherwise, you're probably good just going with the same thing that you bought on anything else, right? And as I often say, if there's another brand that you deal with, hopefully they have a chart and maybe you can just kind of compare numbers and then go from there. Because I can't really say, I don't like to say that, oh, you just buy this size, do that. Because I don't have the same body type as everybody else out there, so it becomes a little like, varying for different people. Because, it's one of those things. And you might not even like your shirts to fit the way I like my shirts to fit. So there's also that. But whatever. One thing that I will add in here real quick while I'm thinking about it before I wrap this thing up. When I made this order, they accidentally sent me like another shirt, which was weird because if you saw the unboxing I did yesterday on the YouTube or whatever, I was talking about how when I got the bag, it felt a little heavy, felt a little thick, and I was like, this seems weird, right? And then when I opened it, I saw this, right? It's an extra large of some kind of Star Wars shirt. I don't know which one because I didn't open the bag and I'm not going to. I don't like Star Wars. I think it's stupid. That's just me, right? But I know a lot of people out there are cool with it. So either way, that shirt, I'm going to be sending it over to Logan J because he likes Star Wars, I think. I feel like he does. Hopefully he does. Otherwise, he's going to get a shirt he doesn't want. But the thing is, he's been commenting on a lot of my reviews of these things, and like he seems to think that they're pretty cool shirts. And I believe he's a large, so that's like a size too big, but I'm sure he can figure something out. I don't know. So that's what's going to happen with that. But anyways, there we go. From me to you. Have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I think I covered everything. If I didn't cover everything, it's a little late now, isn't it? Later, people.